that is what it looks like right now. And let me get you some decent lighting in the front so you can see. It's not too long. I think I could get another extension on each one. I already had 2 extensions, so there's the first one, and then I put an extension right there, same as the other one. So just 2 more extensions should make it all the way to right here. But I think that's pretty decent, and I can't really change it unless I basically lay down, or yeah, but that's pretty good, I think. I tested those lights, basically the spotlights. I have 2 of them now. They are very bright, and I don't know, I'm trying to decide what to do, and we'll see what else I get up to today. And we're back. His was gone really fast, but mine's still here. I did get some more LED equipment, and honestly, I think this is really just temporary stuff, because definitely not the ones that I want to be on forever. But yeah. Oh, also, I got another attachment piece with a rocker switch and everything. But what I'm getting ready to do first, like I said, I'm going to start working on this again today, and I am. I'm going to make a 2 foot, sorry, a 2 foot shelf, and I'm going to do another 2 foot. So I'm just going to cut that and then cut it again, and then use some stain. I'll see you guys in a second. While I wait for that stain to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and do some laundry and maybe touch up a few stuff. We'll see. And after 2 more hours, yeah, Ranger's just been resting with me. Sort of. I haven't really been resting. What I did is I've already extended and put a spare piece of light on each side. And I also zip tied very, very harshly all of the pieces, 2 to each. And then I did the wires, etc. So that's not gonna move. Pretty sure about that now. Yeah. Because it was just attached with 3M tape that it came with, and yeah, it was doing good, but no, I'd rather be very sure. What I'm going to do, while my clothes dry a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and fit these 2. Now I'm going to read some instructions. I know, unheard of, but I'm going to go ahead and do it and figure out exactly how to do it and make sure. that wasn't too difficult. And I just used the shelf for the first time to rest the drill. Yeah, I think that was pretty decent. And I know this one's a little bit farther over than this one, but for the angle and also the pipe, I didn't want it to be too pushed out on one side over here. It would be too pushed out a little bit that side if I went to here. So, you know, I'm fine with that right there. With just like, I would say 2 inches of space, basically more, because it's at an angle. But at the same time, this whole Skoolie is at an angle, so I'm not too worried about it. I think that's pretty decent. Yeah. Now I'm gonna figure out stuff to secure stuff onto it. Oh, and I also put a piece of trim right here that's covering the gap between these 2 pieces of plywood that are walls now. So I figured, since it's getting a little bit dark, I might as well show everyone what it's like with my lights right now. And yes, I have lights on the inside as well now. Not too bad, I don't think. I think that's pretty decent. And good morning. Today is going to be some touch-ups, a little bit with my car, just basically taping some stuff and making sure, basically being proactive and so it doesn't mess up, and hopefully some other stuff. So what I've just done is I cocked this fuel sensor port, basically, so hopefully the air cannot come through as easily. And I'm going to put some weight down on some sides real quick, because I also cocked a little bit basically in a square around it underneath the LVP. That way the LVP doesn't bend when it gets hot. So I hope that works. And I did some mending. I soldered together the wires and everything for that old that other LED system I had. So now in the front and in the back, I have different colors and everything right there. I have LED strips right here on the left and right, and also, probably can't see because it's nighttime, or it's daytime, it's not nighttime, but I also have lights underneath there as well. So I think that's pretty decent. The only thing light wise that's not working on my car anymore is that LED right there, the LED, the DRL. It just won't be bright, so I'm gonna work on it. Not right now, maybe later. I did all this while waiting for the caulk to dry, so let's go see. I think I did pretty decent for it. Doesn't look too bad. And I mean, it's sealed, so that's basically what I wanted. What I almost forgot to do is show everyone yesterday, magnets are your friend. Very, very big friend. That one's a lot harder to close, and I might put another one basically just right on the edge right here, so it has more of a seal to it, and the top doesn't really go to that exactly, so whatever. Like I said before, one thing I hate is waiting. Well, I'm waiting for this to boil so I can cook some spaghetti. So I went ahead and put another one right there and put an additional magnet, and I think I fixed, because I switched up some stuff. That's pretty decent, I think. This polyethylene tube is perfect. Just a twist tie in that piece of wood to get down to the bottom and go in there, and it fills almost, I would say about 70 to 60% of the gravity fill tank tube, the excess, and it's working perfectly. And it's only been 2-3 minutes, and this is 5 gallons, and it's already down to, I would say, 30%. And it also latches to the hatch, the lock thing. You can just put it right in the lock, or put it on the hatch for the lock, and it sits there, and It's perfect. I'm so happy about this buy. I just did something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I really hoped it would work. It did. I am, yeah, just really happy about that, because now I even have this. Now that is all open. Now I'm gonna clean it and make sure that it's good. That's just water, really. A little bit of dirt in the bottom, but I'm really happy I got that done. Little things, day by day, but it will get done. Now, after a shower, I have the title to my Skoolie now. I have the title to my home. I'm really happy about that. So, yeah. And now, before I do anything, I'm doing my every 2-week duty, and I'm burning my trash. Shouldn't take long, and honestly, I don't really see any issue. Now, finally, I've been getting lots of shinies, but I finally got a shiny Wingull in Pokemon Go. And it matches my car quite well after I went to Matsu to get some spicy tuna. So, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Good morning. As I've said so many times before, I figured out, it's actually hard to get off, these Alpina, basically off-road lights. I don't want them to be bolted to the Skoolie at all. So what I've done is I got two 65-pound pulling magnets, and I drilled a 5x16 hole in the middle because it wasn't big enough for the bolt that came with the mount for these, and that fits perfectly right there. And honestly, that's not gonna move unless I want it to. So I'm pretty happy about that. I just need to get some more stuff. So I'm really, magnets are definitely your friend. And sadly, that connection wire that I had, it was way too short to go all the way from over here, where the battery, the Skoolie batteries were, all the way up into the lights. Right here and right here. But what I've done is I rigged, just to test basically, a plug-in. I'm gonna have to buy a dual one for the other one for the CB radio as well, but it connects to right there, and it goes to them both, and right now that turns on. So let's go see. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, both work pretty well. I'm really happy that I just got all that to work really easily. Yeah. Now I'm gonna make sure, tape everything very harshly with electrical tape, because I don't want any issues, and make sure some other stuff. But I'm really happy about this. And now everything's taped. So all I have now is this switch right here, because I already turned that on. Now watch. I think that's beautiful. I'm really liking that I was able to do all this, and that my magnets are your friend. I'm really happy about this. And good morning, I think. But I'm starting to basically piece together a lot of stuff and put together a lot of things. And also, I just had a really, I don't care idea, and use this. And that worked pretty well, I think. It's not yellow anymore. And I had one more piece up right there, but it fell after I sprayed it. And honestly, I don't really see an issue. It's just gonna dry and it'll be black. So that's pretty decent. And honestly, it saves me a lot of time. What I've done so far, this is a lot more cleaned up. and I still have stuff I need to put around and everything, but I also made it so I can secure some stuff easily. And yeah, that's pretty good placement, I think. Just putting stuff there, and all that is 550 cord, and then I burned the ends so it's nice and not frayed or anything. And I did a easy bowline knot, and you can adjust it and tighten it when you need to. That's pretty easy, I think. After a couple hours, I put all my tool drawers, and I even got my toolbox from a Craftsman toolbox from Sears a long time ago, I guess, that I've always had in my car. Put it right here. And what I've also done is I went ahead and I got this a little bit more than that one. I have this one now, and I think that should be able to hold pretty much both of these. Should be able to hold all my tools, etc. And then I have this much space left over, and I just need to secure it and everything. And now, around an hour later, all three of these tote drawers basically are empty, and I can now step in my garage area and turn around and move. Just a little spot, but everything's in here already. I even put all this back in, like the spare pieces of insulation, the foam pad insulation, traffic cone or traffic cones, yeah, and then just the canvas tarp. The other one that's got some of my drill stuff and etc. in there, and that is pretty much all full. That's got a little bit more stuff in there, and even my generator, the washing machine, dryer, Costway, is in here too. Now I just need to move this around and figure out where to do stuff with this, but honestly, that's pretty good. Oh, and even got my diesel in here too. 5 gallons, just spare. And then, yeah, generator's already full too. So I'm really happy about that, and I think that's pretty good. And good morning. Me and Ranger are about to get up actually really early, and we are going to go get some coffee and look around and see what else we could get or what else I could do. After 3.5, maybe 4 hours of going to thrift stores and etc., we now have all of this extra stuff. Some more lights, some more black spray paint because I almost ran out yesterday. Another 3 connector, 1 to 3. Some more of these for these small little basically the wires like this, easy, and some more 12 gauge just in case, because I'm still good with black, but I think I ran out of red, so I'm just gonna have some more. Oh, and I also got a few more switches that I can just add to this, so I don't have to disconnect and reconnect. All that other stuff I can just hit a switch. And also I got a 2 to 1 or 1 to 2, sorry, outlet, and it does come with USBs as well right there. So I think that should be pretty good. Ranger's a little tired because I did let him out in a few places, and he ran a lot, I'll say that. I'll see you guys with some progress. And now I'm gonna show you the best worker I can be friends with. I'm having a really good day, so he is going to have a really good day. Sit. He loves those. And now I won't see him for, well, I'll see him, but he won't move for another, honestly, 3 or 4 minutes, and that's it. Now, what I'm gonna finally do is, I was testing something out earlier, but also I spray painted some more switches, because that 1 to 3, and I just went ahead and got 3 more switches, so each one of those can be that. And I also spray painted the switch, and this is almost out. I'm just pretty much leaving it there until it dries because I might have to use more. Also, this stuff, I have a couple extra pieces that need to be stained because I think I might be able to use them. I'm just gonna cut them so they're decent. One might be a cutting board for me right here, and I'm gonna make it a lot more decent. And then also this one, I'm gonna cut that off right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I said I was going to a long time ago. Now finally I'm gonna do it. Well, I did a little extra. As soon as I started sawing, I was like, oh yeah, and I sanded them. So now they're pretty decent, they're smooth and everything. So I have to stain again. I just wait for these to dry. Ugh. I made a mistake. I wore another white t-shirt, but also it's black right here. But at the same time, I only got like a little speck of stain right there. And what I did is, as soon as I saw it, that I had it on my shirt, I went into Skoolie and I poured some mineral spirits on some tissue paper, and then I dabbed the tissue paper against my shirt and everything, a little bit in excess amount of natural spirits, but it worked pretty well. I don't think you guys can, like right there is where it's red a little bit, but honestly that's not noticeable at all. So I'm pretty happy about that now. And now I just have to wait for all this to dry, and I'm gonna mess with other stuff. Let's see what else I get accomplished. These are pretty much dry now. There's only 1 or 2 wet spots on it, on 1, 2, and the other one is right over here. And honestly, I think I'm going to be able to use this as a cutting block to cut meat on and everything, and that should be pretty decent, I think. I also went ahead and I filled almost exactly, I would say 97% my water tank So that's pretty decent. Now I'm probably just gonna relax a little bit and figure out some other stuff. So what I'm doing now, I'm tidying up because some family is coming to see what I built and what I've been living in for a while now. 50 or 60 days, I think. I have no idea. I'm not checking my phone. But I'll see you guys after. I was told it looks pretty good. It's decent. I cleaned and tidied a little bit more. And I still got a lot more to do. But at the moment, I'm just gonna try and figure out some other stuff. And Ranger's on his play date, so I'm not gonna do too much. I can't stop. I should, and I will, but I just couldn't stop today. So I added one in the front, angled, so it's pointing down. So it'll display like right there, in front of the road, in front of the road, and like in front of me. And then also, I added one in the middle as well. And I still have one, but it's just tucked in the hood right now, because I honestly have no idea where to put it. I was thinking I would go ahead and put a light in the very back right there, but I honestly have no idea. I'm gonna keep thinking. I don't want to put it on the body or on the top or anything, because I'm not that kind of person, but we'll see what I can figure it out. And now it's cooling down a little bit. Not the heat, but how much it was raining. As soon as I started to test out my car by driving it, all the roads started to basically be flooded. There's a lot of alerts and everything. Even got a non-silenceable alert on it, my phone, and I heard another person's phone next to me. They had Bluetooth or something, and I heard it. Anyways, now what I'm gonna do is probably try some little things, try and figure out some little things, and start placing things in better places. We'll see what I can do. So I didn't know if anyone has seen just yet, but I did move the desk organizer platform basically back here. So I finally put up a whole bunch of stuff on it, and it's all secure. So it will not move or anything. That's even a Atlantis compass from McDonald's back when I was like 6 or 7. Yeah. And I even put I had to fix the whole thing, and I just super glued the glass and then cut the excess paper and everything because the frame broke and everything, but I fixed it, I think. And that's stuck up there. And I also put some of my pens up here too. Banksy and Christiania and the German Spy Museum, and then also BSA pens and everything. So that's what I've been doing for the last 3 hours. Wow. Let's see what else I can do, or if that's it. Now it's basically the end of the day. I know I've been working on my car a lot and some other stuff, but I think it's a good representation of just how much money and time you have when bus life, when you're just living out like this. It's so much more freeing. You guys have a good night. I'll see you maybe tomorrow, but I do need to upload and edit that video tomorrow too. So, and good morning. Actually, almost good afternoon. For some reason, I just couldn't sleep, and then I slept basically when I was about to get up until 11:55 now. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it an episode for everyone. I'm going to edit this whole week and try and upload it today. I'll see you guys next episode.